Hey guys, this is Dale again this week. Sorry I was a little late. I was at Kings Island already yesterday, and I forgot to do it a day ahead of time. So, hope you guys forgive me. This week's topic is diversity, and the quote for this week is, "I know there is strength in the differences between us. I know there is comfort where we overlap." That is by Annie DeFranco. Um, I chose diversity this week because it's there's a bunch I've been hanging out with a bunch of different people from religions and cultures and all that. And I enjoy it, but sometimes people don't get the diversity they go through. They think just because somebody thinks differently than them, it's a bad thing. And the quote I chose for this week was, I chose it because I like it because it's so true. I know there is strength and differences between us. Is true in multiple ways. There's strength because sometimes you can tell differences. Like there's strong differences. Like you can tell somebody's different in something, like the way they eat or something. You can tell that they do something differently than you. Now that's a bad thing. You can tell like maybe they pray differently than you, and it's something. It's a presence. You can notice that, and it's also strength and differences between us because maybe somebody thinks differently than you, and when you're on a game show or something like that, or in a real life situation like that, like life or death, they can think of something you couldn't think of. Maybe a way out, maybe the answer, maybe anything. And so that's a good thing to have a difference because if they all thought like you, if everyone thought like you wouldn't be able to think of how to get out of it. And then the second part, I know there is comfort where we overlap. That's true because overlap means we have something in common, it means we're not alone. And that's very comforting to somebody, anyone, everyone, you know, if you're not alone. I mean, no one wants to be alone. And there's comfort when we know that there's people that overlap with characteristics like this. Not saying that everyone or anyone has everything the same as us. But when we know people have something with us and more people have more with us, it's very comforting to know because we're not alone. And I thought it was a very good quote because diversity is a really good thing to have. It's what keeps us, keeps us learning new things, keeps us finding new ways out, new ways to cure things, new ways to fix the problems in the world. Diversity is very good. I mean, yeah, sometimes it leads to violence and all that, but it's a good thing to have. I'd rather have a little bit of violence with diversity than no violence with everyone being the same, because no matter what you do, there's going to be violence. So I'd rather have the diversity than all the same because all issue is violence. And if everyone's the same, it would be kind of boring. They'd all have the same likes, they'd all have the same dislikes. So everyone would either want to be a doctor or not want to be a doctor. If no one wanted to be a doctor, how would we get healed? And if everyone was the same, and if everyone like, even if everyone was like, I could be a doctor, but they should agree that they want to do what they want, then there'd be no doctors and there'd be no one to save us. So diversity is a really good thing to have. Um, Sorry I was late again this week, but I want to use the next week early, so that would be probably Wednesday or Thursday. Um, so I'll be hiking in West Virginia for 5 days. But I hope everyone has a great week, and I'll see you guys next week or later this week. Bye.